Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Security Guy TV at ISC West 2022. I'm your host, Chuck Harold, here at the RadSecurity.com booth. Our next guest, Mr. Tom Reilly. He's the president of Commend.com. Welcome to the show, my friend.
Thanks very much. Happy to be here.
What do you guys do?
So we're a enterprise-wide audio communications platform. So we've been in business since the 1970s, building...
The 70s?
Yeah, since 1971. So we just celebrated our 50th anniversary last year.
Not as old as me, but that's very impressive.
There you go. And our 20th anniversary in the States, actually.
Fantastic.
So Commend America's been in the market in the Americas for 20 years.
Now, in the audio space, how do you define communications? Because nowadays, what's not communications?
Right.
Even video.
Right.
Translate more data than it did 5 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, so Commend was built up as an intercom company, but in the last years, we've really moved our talking path away from intercom to communications, so audio communications. And we're actually introducing a document after the show around what does it mean for unified communications and how does Commend help solve that need within the market. So it's all about providing high quality audio in a variety of different use cases in an integrated way. So everybody thinks about an intercom system that maybe calls from a door to a desk.
Right.
Everybody thinks about a public address system as something connected to the telephone system. And very often as the security industry has evolved, audio really hasn't been thought of on the same level as access control and video.
You know, it hasn't.
Yeah.
But it is integrated into access control. I mean, listen, voice recognition is almost a biometric
Right.
in a way, right?
Right.
So how is the industry looking at it now? Are they understanding that really it's kind of the backbone of all your communications?
Yeah. So I actually told this story maybe 30 minutes ago in the booth. We do a lot of mass transit applications.
Okay.
And help points along the subway platforms, public address to notify people when something needs to be communicated, whether it be general operational or emergency. But one of our biggest installations started about 10 years ago, and it was all built on the one premise of if I see something, how can I say something that there's not a device to actually communicate with?
Okay.
Right. So somebody sees there's a problem, and then they have to navigate the facility or navigate the subway platform to find a way to tell the people that need to be informed. The whole idea of integrated unified communication is a multi-use system that integrates with all those other security disciplines to do just that. So high quality audio in a variety of different dimensions, integrated to all the big players that are already providing other solutions, and in a very data kind of transparency way.
Now, if I'm hearing this correctly, the audio could be agnostic, for lack of a better term, and just be incorporated into whatever device happens to be here, and you can kind of daisy chain them together and you create. You remember The Dark Knight?
Yeah.
When Mr. Fox turned on all the phones in Gotham City, he was, that's not possible. I said, it is possible.
It is.
And now they're doing it.
Absolutely.
Right? So it's kind of the same idea. You're going to use what's there.
That's exactly it. So we have a platform and we have devices, but we also realize that, and this changed over the last 10 years, standards evolve, just like in the video space. So everybody most of the players now communicate via SIP, so SIP devices, SIP phones, SIP intercoms. But what's really powerful about it is the protocol is developed to the extent that manufacturers like Commend can do our own development using that protocol to make it unique and really provide that heightened kind of value proposition. So our devices, yes, we can integrate with a phone, or we could broadcast to a speaker, and we can do it in over the network, even using some existing infrastructure. But Commend itself manufactures devices that are multi-sensory. So intercom devices that have touchscreen displays that can be used for what we say is kind of sunny day and stormy day scenarios.
Right.
So not just emergency use,
right,
but also a general day-to-day operational use. So having an intercom device that has a ability to have digital advertising, wayfinding, to tell people where things to go, and then even going one step further and embedding IVR into the devices to answer repetitive questions to really focus on control room optimization.
Are you familiar with OnVIF?
Of course.
Is there an audio standard in OnVIF? I'm wondering. There should be.
There should be.
Right.
Yeah, there definitely should be.
OnVIF. I just interviewed you guys. Get with John here. Make one.
Yeah.
Because really, I think that's going to be more important as we go forward. It's one thing to read. People don't like to read anymore.
Right.
They don't even like to push the carrot on a video. They want TikTok automatically go boom, boom, boom. I'm done looking at that. But, good old-fashioned audio is still the most important way to communicate and the best way, because I can hear your tone.
Right.
And texting is not the same as me saying something to you in a different way. And when you get the audio feed, you're translating not only the data, but the situational awareness part of it. It's really important. What are some of the approaches you guys are using to these things? Hospitals, correctional facilities, I see that. Any other verticals that are really important for this?
Yeah. So healthcare is a big one, and corrections is also a big one, and one that we're seeing as a growing need for high quality audio. There's been some very legacy players that have dominated the corrections space for years, and Commend's actually, as we speak, making a big push into it.
Right.
But some of our bigger verticals are general corporate building security. A lot of the multi-locational corporate customers that we have are the Fortune 500s.
Right.
Realize they need to have an integrated enterprise-wide communication system that does a lot of what I just articulated. Right. So different call routing logic, so that it's not just a door call going to one specific location, but it goes to one command center can roll over to another based on time of day, can call to a mobile device for a roaming guard, or even enable somebody who maybe is working from home for the day to have full visibility. So we have a big presence there, but also on data centers and even just transit and parking applications is a huge market for us.
Let's talk about privacy.
Yep.
I remember when smartphones came out, our biggest concern at the studios was, if I call that phone or turn it on, I can eavesdrop, right?
Yep.
Intercom is traditionally considered one-way communication, two-way communication when you engage it.
Right.
Are you concerned about all this hacking stuff going on now, where I just turn your intercom into a listening device and connect it? How are you guys handling that kind of? Yeah, that's a sales question, right? I mean, you're going to have to address that.
Well, it's a sales question, but also in some ways a moralistic one.
That's true. Yeah.
And as a manufacturer, everybody has taglines, and we say privacy and security by design.
Okay.
And the reason for that is, cybersecurity and general security is, and privacy is not just a feature that we provide.
It's not a Band-Aid. It's integrated.
But it's integrated from day one.
Yeah.
Not even in our product, but in what our company stands for. So we're the first intercom manufacturer to be ISO 27001 and ISC 62443 certified.
Wow.
Which again doesn't just speak to our product, though there's layers of privacy and security built into that I could explain, but it's the whole development cycle, manufacturing cycle, even the partnership cycle for componentry that we take really seriously.
How's supply chain impacting you guys? Been kind of wonky with the chip thing.
Not easy, but if you have foresight in your plan, you can work around it to the fullest extent.
See that? That's right.
And that's what we're manufactured in Salzburg, Austria. Commend International did a really stellar job of, frankly, just bulking up to weather the storm.
Right.
And we were able to navigate the last 2 years without any change in our delivery timelines.
That's fantastic. A lot of companies are actually financially benefiting unexpectedly from the COVID model. They thought sales would go down, and people said, you know what, I'm sitting around here at the home now. Let's work on that security project. And it's increased. And then they're saying, I should be more concerned with security because the way the world is. Yeah, we got a couple of problems, don't we, right? So I'm glad to hear this is all happening. It's fantastic.
Yeah, and frankly, we saw the same. I mean, I took over as president of Commend Americas in January of 2020, so literally right before COVID. And when flights stopped from Europe,
oh man, what a problem!
We had a huge strategy session, and the initial answer was ship as much as you can, and we stocked up as much as we could.
Yeah.
And then you start to do those sort of what if scenarios. What does it mean for the industry if nobody can go to work? What does it mean for the industry if nobody can ship? Luckily, we weathered it extremely well. We did see the growth in the last 2 years, and we see a lot of growth coming this year. But it was also, as you said, almost just an opportunity to refine where you're going to make an impact. Right? So we did see business units go down. Most segments went down, but the ones that offset them really tremendously, and we were able to make not just market adjustments, but also team approach and kind of customer support adjustments on top of it.
Now, wait for it. You ready?
Yeah.
Tom, that's commendable.
Very nice.
Has anybody ever done that joke?
Not recently.
There you go.
Yeah, I like it.
Right.
I like it.
Commend.
Thank you.
Commend.com at booth 16115. Since the 70s, when I was out roller skating with metal wheels.
Metal wheels.
That's how old that is, all right? That's really cool. And legacy companies in our business is a big thing.
Right.
So congratulations.
Thanks
to you.
very much. I appreciate
All right,
it.
back in a minute here on Security Guide TV at ISC West 2022.
Thank you.